Today we're going to test GPT 5.6 Sol versus Qwen 3.6 27B, and this time we're going to use the coding tasks. So let's start with the first one. So the first answer is ready, and as you have seen, I have given both the task that's going to be written in Java. So not everyone is the Java programmer, and if I want to go into detail in each one, there might be some confusion for others that are, for example, Python programmer or any other type of programming. So what I'm going to do is just to give you my evaluation on each files and projects changes that they have made, and then I will upload the files into my GitHub repository. I will link in the description below so you can go there and check it for yourself, and you might have another idea about them, but this is all up to you. So let's get into it. So for the first round, both models had to find the fastest route through a large road network. Both solutions were correct and already passed all tests. GPT 5.6 Sol was cleaner, faster, and used less memory. Qwen 3.6 27B also created the Java file and added many extra text files. In my opinion, this round was extremely close, so I'm going to give it a draw for both models. They did a very good job at finding the fastest route. They come out with the best answers. Of course, GPT was faster, but Qwen was local, so they both have their own points. One more thing to add is that the Qwen is not running on FP16, it's running on FP8 quantized variant, but it is on VLLM. In the second round, both models had to read log files, remove repeated records, find server errors, and create a CSV report. GPT 5.6 Sol wrote very strong code in its final answer, but forgot to put the code inside the real project, so the project is unfinished. Qwen 3.6 27B did correctly and produced a working project. It had a few smaller bugs, but it completed the main task. So the winner of this round is definitely going to be Qwen 3.6 27B. In the round 3, the models had to fix a booking system problem. The problem was that two people could sometimes book the final seat at the same time. Both models have fixed the problem and passed the main test. Qwen 3.6 27B used a separate log for each event. This worked, but it was less efficient. GPT 5.6 Sol used atomic operation. Its solution was cleaner, faster, and better for many users at the same time. So the winner of this round is very slightly going to be GPT 5.6 Sol. In the fourth round, both models had to repair a broken Java program. The program needed to create a database, a CSV file, a JSON file, and a repeated archive. Both of them completed the main task. Both archives were identical. As Qwen 3.6 27B passed the checks, but some parts depends too much on the example data, and for the GPT 5.6 Sol handled the data, files, and repeated build more safely. Again, both models handle it correctly, and GPT 5.6 Sol very slightly going to be a winner of this round as well. So for the last round, this was the image that was given to both model as a reference and what they have to create. And as a result, this is what they made. On the right side is the result of GPT 5.6 Sol, and on the left side is the result of Qwen 3.6 27B. What we can clearly see that GPT 5.6 Sol followed better at the reference and made it more as it likes. For the reference, everything is working. If we change the date, everything works. And if we set back all, and here we can filter, everything's working. On the other hand, Qwen 3.6 27B did also a great job. It had a much better design, although it is not exactly as following the reference. Everything works. Okay. They're all working. And it has even multi-page. The light and dark mode both working. So the GPT 5.6 Sol followed better at the reference. On the other hand, Qwen 3.6 27B, in my opinion, did better at the designing the dashboard. So it's going to be very hard to evaluate both these answers, but so decide is yours. Now to wrap up this video, we already gave them 5 different programming tasks. GPT 5.6 Sol was faster, was better at following the instruction, following the references. But on the other hand, Qwen 3.6 27B was more creative and had more focus on fixing the bugs and following and to ensure that the program is working. So the final winner is going to be GPT 5.6 Sol, very slightly, but we should never forget that GPT 5.6 Sol is running on server with huge computing powers, but Qwen 3.6 27B is running locally and running on quantized variant FP8. In my opinion, Qwen 3.6 is actual winner because it's run locally and it has much less computing power. But again, decision is yours. So that's it for the video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.